My name is Toral Sharan. I'd like to welcome you to my LifePage. I'll be talking about being a careers counsellor at Welham Boys school. But before this, I'd like to introduce myself. I was born in Africa, brought up in England, where I had all my education right up to college. And for the last 15 years, been living in India. It's just not a matter of subject choices or the career you're going to do. It's quite an inclusive thing. So there are many, many factors to it. You could be good at something and want to do it, or you're not quite good at something and want to do it. So careers counselling brings all these factors together. So whether it's your schooling, your syllabus, what you want to do, what you can't do but want to do, what you can do but want to do, aptitude and attitude, comes into it. So you get counselled right, I would say, from class 9 passively, and then in earnest when you come into class 10, you should really look at your subject choices and get them right, because the last thing you want is to be in the first term of class 11 or the first term of class 12 and suddenly realize that that subject is not for you. And then 10th onwards, you get taken into a career pathway. So there are logistic, scientific and rational way of assessing what you want to do with your life after class 12 and beyond. So some of the requirements for careers counselling would be the subject in psychology. You need to have an understanding of what makes boys from age 13 to 18 tick. You've got to be a little bit empathetic, sympathetic. There is a lot of biology going on, and we know that research tells us that the formation of the human brain to make rational decisions is not till 24 or 25 years of age. That's a fact. It's not to be negotiated. And we are dealing with 16, 14, 18-year-olds to try and make decisions with their lives. So a bit of psychology is really useful if careers is a choice for you. A lot of stakeholders in it. First and foremost, the student, then you've got the parents, you've got the school and the teachers and the careers counsellor. So communication is very, very important to bridge the gaps between them all. And I think the career counsellor does it best, because she knows that student. She's had her one-to-one time with her. And I feel the parents is an integral part in our culture, and in India, this is important. Seeing that student or that child grow into making a fair decision to give himself a chance into adult life. It's not all about the subject choices for class 10 and passing that exam, and then your career pathway for class 12 and get you into a nice college. Careers counsellor is actually looking at that child when he's in his 30s and 35, and that is he still faring well and is happy and balanced in his life ahead. So it's a very, very crucial decision. Yes, there are challenges and big challenges, especially in our society where, it's traditional re-modernity, and it's very, very interesting. What I felt is that at home we're still traditional. We want to send our children to these modern, forward-thinking schools, and those schools expose these children to such a tremendous amount that with it, that growth has taken place to a different level of what the communication is happening at home. So you're really in a little bit of a soup situation there, and the career counsellor has to engineer it with great empathy and fragility. I'm at a boarding school, a very thriving boarding school, so the day starts at about 8:45 with breakfast with my tutees, and we have assembly, and various lecturers come and talk to us as a school. Parents are always waiting to come to talk about their boys. Subject choices, I've got to see all the 100 or so boys in class 10, get it all meticulously right. There's timelines, there's deadlines. within careers counselling, I've brought in international exchanges, public relations. So there's a lot of communication and a lot of interrelationship, interactivity in my job, answering to my boss, people above me, and the students above all. So it's a very, very, very exciting day for me every day. I thoroughly enjoy it, and I never negotiate a day. I'm always happy being a careers counsellor. Yeah, I hope I've given you a balanced approach to careers counselling, and if any doubts, just pick up the phone and get through the people who are organizing this for you to contact me, and thank you very much. But at the end of the day, I'd really like to live a tagline is live to share, but make an individual decision for yourself and your happiness.